So we're here with Frank Warren at the Chisora Fury 2 press conference. It's a bit like deja vu this from a couple of months ago.
It's deja vu, yeah. Yeah, it is. I keep having it. Hopefully this is the got a couple more to go press conference, and then we can get the fight on and off, and then that's the end of it. But I think it'd be worth waiting for. You know, it's a cracking fight. It's probably the best heavyweight fight that's taken place for a couple of years now in the world. You know, they're two evenly matched guys. They've both got a lot to lose and a lot to gain. And the winner gets a shot at Klitschko, so that's really where we are with it.
Definitely. And you mentioned you felt in the press conference this was a London fight. What do you mean by that?
I just think it belongs to the capital. I think it's a fight that should take place in the capital, and I just feel that's where it belonged. We originally intended to stage it at West Ham in the summer, when the Olympics were on, and then they announced the Rose and Frock fight. So it was all happening in London, so we had to we moved off to.
And of course, in the build-up to the last fight.
Sorry, I meant the World Cup. I keep saying.
In the build-up to the last fight, of course, Dereck had to pull out because of a hand injury. Do you know what the latest is on that?
It's all good. He's got the all clear, so he'll be ready to roll, and hopefully there won't be any more problems.
Yeah. And we've seen Tyson come in today with the tape around his mouth after the fine from the British Boxing Board of Control. What do you think of that? And Dereck, of course, has been banned from the boxing board. And
well, I think it's a shame. But he's. I don't suppose he can afford to keep paying out fines, and he got fined £15,000. He deserved to be punished for how it went, but that's quite a hefty fine as far as boxing is concerned. And he obviously doesn't want any more fines. And I think he's. Sure, you've done it with him. You talk to him one-on-one. He's as good as gold. Suddenly, that switch flicks, and then you never know what's going to come out. So that's where we are at the moment. Hopefully, it'll all settle down leading up to the fight, and we get some proper conversation from it.
And at the start of the press conference, you took a little bit of the blame for that, saying you could have done a little bit more in the press conference.
Well, I should have probably stopped it, so I do accept that. And, but he was just on autopilot, and I didn't manage to do that.
Did you think we'll see any of those antics though? Because there was the flipping of the table. You don't need your mouth tape to flip the table. Do you think there's going to be some things along the way in during the build up to this?
I hope they save it all for the ring, because the fight, it doesn't even need that to sell it. It's a really cracking fight, and should stand up as a fight anyway, as far as the first fight the fans are concerned.
Definitely. And of course it's not just this fight, but there's going to be some announcements on Thursday.
On Thursday we've got some really good undercard. This is going to be a fantastic night for British boxing.
Definitely. Well, that's great. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.